Go ahead.
My name is David Starnes. I'm the Director of Athletic Bands at Western Carolina University. I have a degree in music education from the University of Tennessee, and I've been a public school teacher in the middle school and high school levels, and now college level for the last 25 years. I'm a percussionist and a piano player, and have a minor in low brass.
So why did you join band in the first place, and when did you join band?
I actually joined band in 6th grade, and I was influenced to be a band director and to be in band by my father, who was a middle school and high school band director, and then later a music supervisor, and did an entire 32-year career in music education.
So what made you want to go from high school to college?
A lot of things. I think one of the things that the longer I've been in the high school level and sending a lot of kids off to universities to be music majors, saw that I could offer a lot of advice to prospective band directors that were in college, and they would always come back and talk to me about coursework and the degree and where they needed to head with their career, and saw this as a natural stepping stone to continue that process with students through their undergrad.
So what kind of negative things do you think come from band at Pride of the Mountain specifically?
I don't know that negative is the right word. I think that students that are in something as high profile as the marching band at Western Carolina, that's not only regionally known, statewide, but also nationally known, with an international trophy to its acclaim, feel a sense of responsibility and more of a commitment and a time commitment towards being a part of something way bigger than themselves. And there's a lot of responsibility to it that I think an average student that goes to class only, that is not involved in anything extracurricularly in terms of the university, probably feels in terms of commitment.
So how do you think your job affects band kids here?
I see my job as a motivation for band kids. I think it's a thing where we're all in this together, and we're supportive of the university, the athletic department. We're also supportive of the marching band activity. Performing at the National Marching Band Championships was a pretty good indication that we're looked at on a national stage by the marching band activity as a leader in this activity, and something that I'm very proud of, that I get to motivate, influence, and experience with all of our membership.
So about the kids, do you think that the students here are more stressed out than other students at Western?
I don't think stressed out is the term that I would use as much as spread thin, and I think that's not a college thing. Most kids would probably say that at the university level, band is a lot easier than it is at the high school level, where students in the high school level have camp during the summer just like we do, but where we rehearse 3 days a week for a couple of hours. There are many programs that rehearse 4 and 5 days a week in high school for 2 and 3 hours, plus all-day Saturday rehearsals, plus competitions on Saturdays. And I think students, on top of that, keeping a high school curriculum together that would be competitive for a resume that would get them into a college of their choice, feel a lot more pressure. And I can safely say that with my daughter as a senior in high school, knowing what she's dealing with on a regular basis in terms of her weekly schedule on top of classes and all of her other extracurricular activities. So I think time management in college, where you do have more free time than you do in high school, that it looks like you're doing more, but you're actually doing less because you have more free time of which to choose what you want to do with your free time. And where other students may be involving their free time doing more social things, our students are involved in something that is more structured and more organizationally run in terms of what we have to do for weekend football games and representing the university.
So overall, do you think that band kids and yourself as kind of like the ultimate band kid are happier or unhappier than people, or at the same level of happiness at Western Carolina?
Well, I can say this, that hard work has a payoff to it, and our students work very hard, just as our football team does, our basketball teams do, and any other activity on campus that represents our university. All I know is what I saw. Their culminating performance this year in Indianapolis was students that were hugging one another, students that were crying because they had achieved a level and had a performance that no one could have scripted. And to know that students get that kind of payoff from this kind of activity, not only at a national performance like that, but every home game that we perform in, feeling like the stadium and the student body is 100% behind what we do. The support of our chancellor, support of our dean of music, support of our director of school of music, as well as tons and tons of fans all over the United States that see us on videos, YouTube, CNN, you name it. These kids are rock stars, and with that comes a degree of commitment and a degree of sacrifice that maybe they don't get to do what other students do socially, but in the end we get something that is far more gratifying and that they understand and understand why the process was what it was.
All right, well, thank you. That's all I need.
You're welcome.